All right, welcome back to Live Talk. Again, we are here with author Shane Shepherd talking about truth and change. And brother, we want to have you back because we we still got a lot of this book we need to talk about and discuss. But I want to get a little bit into this month. We'll be remiss not to talk about Women's History Month. And just want to give a little information, and I just want to toss it around the room and see who you brothers, recognize and appreciate for this month. But the commemoration began in 1978 as Women's History Day. And it was started in California and was championed by Gerda Lerner and the National Women's History Alliance, and to be recognized as a national week in 1990, and then month in 1987 in the United States, spreading internationally after that. The month of March has been designated by presidential proclamation to honor women's contributions to American history. The National Month of Recognition was instituted by President Jimmy Carter. So knowing that this is National Women's Month, March, who you brothers like to recognize? At the forefront of that.
That's a gimme. On the national stage, I'll go there first. A woman who I always liked and respected, man, how she carried it was Coretta Scott. Yeah. Because she had to deal with a lot that we didn't see until you learn later on in life. And to have that much poise and to carry that man's seeds and legacy as far as she has done is with the grace she has. I look at her. Angela Davis would be number two because that's my spirit in the female form, I think. She's just in your face with it, and it's from an intelligent standpoint. In my personal life, it would have to be my grandmother because she introduced me to the Most High. Right. I can never get past that. And then in my day-to-day, it's my queen, man. I'm dealing with one of the best, man. I got a wife that I'm actually thrilled to have. You know how a lot of dudes you see, the old ball and chain. I don't got one of them, man. Don't come right here with that. I got somebody who I enjoy. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy her energy. She motivates me. So, Black Women's History Month. I'm not going to say Black Women's History Month. Women's History Month is very new to me. I only heard about it last month. When to hear it's been established that long and it has history, that's amazing. I think all women need to be honored, no matter the condition that they may be in, because I think we can only go as high as our Black women do as a society, because the roles that we play go hand in hand, man. If your other half is weak, man, you can only go so high. So shout out to every woman, no matter her race, creed, credential, because they bring life into this world. So
right.
And I guess would have been Women's History Month, and I'm a little impartial about our sisters, and even though it's not Black Women's History Month, I think they still deserve it. But women went through a lot, but I mean, it's just it's hard to pick a favorite because I could start naming so many from achievements, but from a personal standpoint, because I know what my mother meant to me, but I will say it's generic, but for mothers, specifically for Black mothers, what they had to do to get us where we are is phenomenal.
Sure.
And I don't think, I'm not going to say without the Black women in our lives, we as Black men, we wouldn't have made it. I don't think we'd have made it. The women in the motherhood, those who actually were able to, because men, we strong, but our women had to carry a strength for us, specifically our mothers, to bring us through. Y'all know how big of a knuckleheads that we can be. Now we sons of God, but we acting opposite. But then we have queens in our lives that stuck by us, help prop us up, and then move us forward. So it's just phenomenal. So it's like I would honor all the mothers who were there, even though they may have had some shortcomings. The strength that they took to bring us to where we are is a testimony.
No doubt. Agreed.
And again, I would have to echo with you, brother. You know, when we talk about our women and how powerful and influential they are to our culture, like our Black women, for that sense. And we just have to call it how it is. We know who we connect to. We know who has influenced us. We know who has inspired us. And when you look back over history, as Black men, and we know it was a Black woman in our life. Is not to take away from women in general, but we know it was a Black woman in our life that have been through some struggles. You know, when you think about we all women have been through some stuff in this country. All women has. Our women just have been through more stuff in this country. You know, having to slave. You know, even after coming out of slavery, Emancipation Proclamation, and them being able to get jobs, working for maybe another woman, a white woman, or whatever the case may be, and they have to endure some of the, belittling, if you will. And, so when you think about that and think about the powerful influence of Angela and, some of our, like Betty, Malcolm X's wife, and what they had to deal with, knowing that they had soldiers out there, trying to help their people, and they getting less of that person,
sharing with the world,
right? That's a lot, man. That's a lot. So we have to take our hats off, give them their flowers as well, But my mother, she's not here anymore with me, but she's been a powerful part of my growth. You always have to reflect back. And my grandma really taught me entrepreneurship. She always called me over and say, hey, I got this, come break the yard or come do this here, and pay me for it. It taught me entrepreneurship, so you have to give kudos to those people that have been in your life. And then I have to, my wife, she just, amazing. My queen is just amazing. She was just recognized from another source, in this month, and she never stopped amazing me about how, active she is in different organizations, charity groups. And, she has been that partner that, that I needed, and has done a lot, and that's something that really takes you to that next level when you have a partner that can support you on every level. And we support one another, but that's powerful. And that's something, I have to give my, take my hat off to her, give her flowers. And then all our women, like we said, all our women are very
when you
special.
were saying that, I'm a visual person.
Mhm.
I could see, I see my visions in my head as I'm thinking. I could see, like you said, your grandmother taught you entrepreneurship. She was a feminine principle in your life at the time. And then when you got handed off to a new feminine principle, she complemented those things that you needed.
Sure did.
On this side, I always say, man, we wouldn't have never made it through slavery without a Black woman. Because if you get me up off that ground and my back is leaking, and you get me in here, that moment when I'm on that table and somebody's patching me up is my decision time. And she probably telling me, man, listen, it ain't worth it, man. You got to pull it together for these kids, that pep talk is the only thing that would get me back up tomorrow. And then you had to make me feel like a man in the slave quarters because my dignity's gone out there. And you seen boss slap me today, and I'm scared to look you in the eye to see how you. But when you still look at me with respect because you understand my plight, that's a whole different level of a queen right there.
Sure is.
You know what I'm saying? And so I respect any Black woman who went through anything with a man, but a lot of them, especially when you go through it with them street guys, you watching your man commit these things and commit himself to slavery, and then you're going to answer the phone, take them baby to sing, all those things. So salute, man, to every level of them. But it made me think about what would make me get up in the morning besides her, that pep talk, that confidence, that I still respect you as a man. Forget what boss talking about. You seen him take me over and do that. And you know what I mean? I still, you couldn't protect me from that, but I ain't lost you. And I respect all women for that, man. It take a lot, so.
I see as men, something that we have to learn to respect and truly honor in our women. And this is for all women, of whatever they color, or their nationality. Consider that women they have a divinity from the Most High. Our women, they don't start wars. Our women don't go and conquer other lands. They don't enslave people. You had a few doing some queen, but throughout history, all of the trouble that came on the planet was not done by women. So if we could learn from their divinity, it would just move us closer to the Most High. If we could move our little ego out of the way and then see the Godhood in our women, it gets us closer to who we're supposed to be. And that's why we have to be able to give them their respect and their props.
Where you leading? Where you leading worship at this week? I'm coming.
Well, we're gonna end on that note. And before we go out, brother, like always, I'm gonna give you the first lead out. Talk about how they can get your book, and how they can stay in contact with you.
You can get the book at Hard Part Publishing, HARDPART publishing.com. My name is Shane Shepherd on Facebook. My name is Shane G. Shepherd on Instagram. I'm not much of a social media guy right now. However, those are my platforms, and I will continue to use them when I do crank back up. And, reach out to these brothers. If you want to get a link with me somewhere, come talk to the youth or whatever it is that you got going. If it's positive, I'm a humble brother, and I will share it with whoever won't waste my time.
Right.
And I definitely would encourage all of our audience, anybody who can see or under the sound of my voice, this is a work that you want to put in your library. Not only is it one that you can read, it's actually a workbook that young men, and when we say young, we talking 15 to 35, that you can actually use to help you move and make differences in your life. The same way, when you pick up your Bible, if you follow principles, there are actual principles in this book that can help you make changes in your day-to-day life.
The first 5 people that leave, well, not the first 5, 10 people, if they leave comments on your page, or if they leave a comment in your Zoom, hey, I want the book for a young man in my life or my brother, then I'll gift them the book with no problem.
All right. I hope y'all heard that. This is a powerful book, and we're gonna talk more about it because you're not gonna leave us right, brother. You're gonna come back, right?
I told you, man. Shout out to the Most High God, man. I close on my house this week, so I go to jury duty Monday, and Tuesday I go close on my house, man. So I'm my flag is going in the ground in Florida, in Central Florida.
Black man.
I ain't going nowhere. It's been a dream of mine for a while. I appreciate you brothers for accepting a stranger, but that's how it is down here.
Right.
Nobody knows this is the best kept secret in the state, the country is Florida, man, because it's good Southern hospitality, real Black people, and they embrace you before they push you away. You have to earn your way to get shunned, so to speak, when you deal with organic Floridians, man.
Right.
Yeah. So I appreciate y'all.
I salute a Black man who's becoming a homeowner as well as active in the system. See, the key is we have to work within the system. We're not trying to turn the system over. We're trying to change the system and make it best for those of us within it.
Absolutely. That's the Most High's God. It's happening. Like he's shaking up kingdoms, but that's on him. Like they told me,
yes.
What happened? They gonna go with this Bitcoin. I said, listen, I'm only serving the Most High, but if they giving away chips and telling you that that's how you can get your bread and meat, then I'm gonna learn how to earn chips. I said, that's all. It's just that simple. I'm not about to panic about the tangibleness or the intangibleness of the dollar or the coin. If it can continue to allow me to live the type of lifestyle that I live, and I continue to get it, and I'm gonna get it. And if you tell me I got to take a shot in the forehead and then I might not, you know what I mean? But people better learn right now what's really important, and that's your relationship with the Most High. The stuff that's happening in this world.
That's the key.
When in Rome, you do what Romans do. That's what y'all do. Give unto Caesar what's due to Caesar. I'm gonna pay my taxes. I'm gonna do all that.
Is that not what he said?
As long as it don't make me go against him. That's it. Anything else, I could play y'all system game because it don't bother me. It's not a terrible society to live in if you can figure it out. It got its downfalls for everybody, but it's not. You better get right with God. He'll turn your hell into heaven just
Yeah,
like
like
that.
Better believe it.
Travel the world and you'll find out things aren't as bad as you thought.
What? Not even close.
With all the hell that we have caught in America, it's still one of the best places on the planet to be.
All right. Well, we want to thank everyone that tuned in to the show, our listening audience. Like always, we appreciate you. And from the host, Peace and Prosperity, and from Live Talk, we out.
Peace.
Thank you again for tuning into Live Talk. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Live Talk Orlando. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You want to join the show? Email us at livetalkorl@gmail.com. You can also visit our website at www.livetalkorl.com. You can also follow the host on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Author Jeremiah. Make sure to visit the website JeremiahIsrael.com and pick up your copy of The Spiritual Significance of a Name.